What's up, guys? It's me, Twisted, the hype-inducing.
They both got B trigger. B trigger's activated. No!
Oh no!
Oh no! But he didn't get the rest of the conversion. Oh no! Close to the corner right now. Both players. Oh! Oh! You're the audience. Yo, everybody's going nuts. The street.
The stream's going.
The legends were true. This man is a god.
Rivera, the #1 Alex in North America. Shit! Anyways, I'm making this video to help existing Alex players and also newcomers who are planning to play Alex learn how to play him effectively, or, use optimal combos, learn setups, and even be able to compete with top players. And well, seeing as this is episode 1, I'm not going to show you many combos, or the optimal ones just yet, because, it's episode 1, come on. But if you do want to see the current combos that still work, here's a link somewhere on the screen. The link is gonna direct you to a disgustingly edited combo video that I made a while back. And I'm gonna make it look better and explain why I go for some combos instead of others in this new How to Play series I'm starting. Alright, so without further ado, let's get this started. I'm gonna explain most of Alex's buttons now. I'm not gonna go too deep into the frame data or anything, but if you'd like to skip this section now, I'm gonna put a link somewhere around, and you can click that, and then it'll skip to special moves. And if you don't want to watch that, well, we'll see. There's something for everybody. Alex has 6 buttons to use at his disposal, but in the neutral he only really wants to be using 4 of those. He has a fast 4-frame light punch that used to be required to use for combos, but after Season 2 dropped, they made it cancelable, so this button should be erased from your memory, and you should instead be using the better option, crouching light punch. Standing light punch? This doesn't exist. This doesn't exist. Just don't do this. Don't do this. Alex's crouching light kick is also a fast 4-frame button, and his crouching medium kick isn't really all that different. Besides being slower, having a longer range, and can be whiff punished by other characters fairly easily. Alex's standing light kick is 5 frames, has decent range, and should be used as a check-in for dashes from an opponent. You can also use this button as a reset, like into EX headbutt, or EX stomp even. But honestly, that's a little bit advanced, so I'm not going to show that here. Alex's standing medium punch is 6 frames, and is normally used for buffering into light elbow, medium chomp, or V-trigger confirms. The range is also better than crouching light kick and crouching light punch. By a bit more, but not by much. Standing medium kick doesn't really get used too often by many Alex players, but now that I think about it, it's actually not all that bad, considering its range. Just don't whiff it, it's very whiff punishable, and you can die if you really miss this against characters like Cammy. Lariat, however, is a very powerful move that is honestly abused by a lot of Alex players, and I feel like that's kind of wrong. You shouldn't really be using this button too much. It's kind of risky against really good players. But anyways, it hits air opponents, crouching opponents, up close, and opponents at a medium range. And it can crush counter an opponent also, if they're trying to press buttons. Crouching heavy kick isn't that bad, and has a tiny bit more range than crouching medium kick. but it really isn't all that worth it, unless if your opponent walks very frequently, or you have V-trigger to make it safe. Lastly, Alex has a standing heavy punch that is used for many charge cancels, and a standing heavy kick, which if it doesn't hit, can honestly kill you more than it can help. So, use this button very sparingly. Like I said, however, you really only want to be using 4 buttons in the neutral, and that's crouching light kick, standing light kick, standing medium punch, and a really risky crouching medium punch. These buttons, except for crouching medium punch, are fast, and if your opponent tries to jump in, will be met with an EX knee. So, only use these if you really want to, well, you know, survive a jump in. Alex has 6 special moves: stomp, flash chop, slash elbow, headbutt, power bomb, and knee drop, all in this order. The only stomp you should be using in the neutral, or even in combo strings, are light and EX ones. The light can be spaced with combo strings to make it safe against most of the cast, but some characters can still punish you from any range. EX, however, makes it safe, plus, and continues pressure against everyone. So if you're around this range, you can use it, and it's a free way in. As for the flash chops, however, medium and heavy chop are the only ones you should be using, besides EX, since it gives you a free dash up. Standing medium punch now leads into a medium chop, which is a part of the Season 3.5 buffs. It leads to a mix-up. In other words, your opponent's got to guess. Heavy, you should be using it even though it has the longest startup, because it can be comboed into from standing heavy punch. Oh well, if it's a counter hit, of course. It'll lead into a ton of damage, and if you spend a meter, it lands the most damage. Like, Jesus Christ. This character, Cammy, she will die. She will die. Look at that damage. She's dead. She's actually dead. Alex's elbows are like Balrog's dash punches as well, but they're worse. They're not as good, but they're still okay. Light elbow is safe from all ranges, even point blank from this range. If they block it, I'm safe. Medium and heavy, however, they gotta be spaced. If you don't space them correctly, well, GG's. Powerbomb is one of the 2 command grabs that Alex has, however, and it's actually a really good conditioning tool to make your opponent be afraid of getting hit by it. For example, Cammy, since she has so low life, if you land an EX command grab against her, she's gonna be scared. It does 230 damage, 250 stun. So you don't want to get grabbed by that if you're a character like Cammy. Headbutt is a good option, and it's the second command grab that Alex has. It builds stun quickly, it's very slow, but if you use it in sequences like I'm going to show you in another episode, it's going to be a monster to use. Lastly, you have knee drop, one of Alex's only anti-air options that you should be using if you have a bar meter. If you don't have a bar meter, this isn't an option. Don't go for it at all. Honorable mentions are the YOLO prayer dive and the karate chop. These aren't really special moves, they're more like normals, but I consider them to be, since, well, they're pretty risky. There's also one other normal that I forgot to mention. Crouching heavy punch. This is Alex's second anti-air, and it's okay, but, well, it does have its flaws. Like I mentioned earlier, Alex only has 2 anti-air options, EX knee and crouching heavy punch. EX knee is the most reliable out of the 2, however, if you're planning to anti-air most of the time, since it'll either win or it'll lose completely. It won't ever trade like it used to back in Season 2. Another thing to also keep in mind, and why I say EX knee is the best, is because characters in a certain range can jump over you for a cross-up, and you actually can't do anything about it. Your only hope is either to block, or hope that the EX knee autocorrect will actually catch your opponent, because if it doesn't, you're probably gonna die. And that's it for episode 1, guys. Next episode, I'll be teaching you how to use your basic buttons to make your opponent stop dashing in at you, jumping, go over general meaty setups to stop your opponent from waking up, and what to do when you get knocked down. I hope you guys enjoyed my first take at this. It's the first time I've done something like this, so please feel free to leave a comment on what you want me to go over in future episodes. Also, for you advanced guys who have been playing Alex for a while, don't worry about it. It won't take me too long to get your section, so if you would just wait a bit more, I got you. Don't worry about it. Also, before I go, I want to give a huge shout out to Brutal Ace for making this custom Alex mod for Demon Den, Gunfight, and myself, which I currently have on. He's amazing. He's an amazing modder. So, you know, like I'm stuttering just even thinking like he even did something like this. He also has a Chun-Li Morgan mod and has worked on a lot of others. So, please support his Patreon if you want him to keep on making mods like this possible. Also, if you want one-on-one training sessions with me to help you with your Alex, feel free to send me a private message on Twitter. I'm always available. Usually I always read my tweets as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep training. Please like and subscribe. Alright. Goodbye, guys. Thanks for watching.
The legends were true. This man is a god.